Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more EU4 Anglophile achievement. We are still at war with Mamelukes because unfortunately they are not exactly a quick pushover. I have a fair bit of land, so it's going to take us a little bit. However, I did notice that they are no longer at war with anybody else. So their little war down here has now finished and they're going to concentrate all of their firepower upon us. However, I'm not too concerned. We are going to outnumber them fairly solidly. They have next to no manpower, and we have more men and manpower than them, so we shall be fine. So our plan for today, is that we're going to bring in our armies. We're going to make sure that we beat up these smaller stacks, and then see what sorts of occupations we can manage. Now, let's see. We do have a couple of great projects that can be upgraded, so I think we're going to go ahead and do the same thing again. Let's go ahead and start working on Versailles. That should be good. Extra improved relation will help us tick down some of the aggressive expansion that we're making. So we'll go ahead and fix that up. In fact, I think we should probably just go right ahead and finish it off if possible. Yeah, there we go. That should be fine. We'll give that a month and then we'll come back and spend a bit more money. But yeah, that's our plan for today and what we're going to do. Alright, so we've got all of that sorted. Let's just double check. Can we go back and upgrade? Yes, we can. We'll spend another couple of grand. That means, what's this next one? Improved relations stays the same. We gain more taxes, and we also gain more loyalty from the nobility, which will be quite nice. And then the last one is income from vassals as well as a better tax modifier and improved relations. So all in all, it will certainly be worth it. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and shift-click with the money and spend a good chunk. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and do that a second time. We have the money to spend, and in a couple of months, we will be able to afford the final upgrade there. So that would be quite nice if we could make that happen. Alright, so more colonies are self-sustaining. That is excellent and good riddance to them. Looks like Britain, what is that? British California isn't doing too bad. We don't have... Yeah, that Great Basin is not going to be able to be occupied for now. Let's go... We'll send more of our Irish over there. What is our rate of what do we call it? Expelling. It is about 135 per year, as well as 29.6% chance of extra settlers. Okay, well that's rather nice. Let's go... I think that was from up here. Yeah, let's bring these fellows all the way down. That'll be fine. You'll manage that. Looks like British Louisiana is also doing a fair bit of growth, which is always good to see. Oh wait, no, maybe it's not. But either way, it will be fine. They will continue to grow and grow as time goes on. But our main problem to occupy ourselves with at the moment is the Mamelukes. So it looks like they're going to try and reinforce into a fairly strong group here, which is not what I would prefer, but I guess it's what we're going to have to deal with. Let's go ahead and... let's bring you all the way down. We'll see if we can get you to back up. If we can take the fight, we'll take it. Coastal desert isn't too big of a deal. In fact, it looks like we should probably go ahead and accept here. We're going to let you arrive on the 4th. And then we're going to go ahead and get that battle started. So, you, my friends, can shift consolidate. 30,000 against 19, that should be fine. They're not going to run away from that siege, or at least I don't expect them to. Let's make sure that our other army is there as reinforcements. Yep, very good. And whenever these mercenaries are ready, we'll bring them back over as well. So, let's see how this fight is going to go. It does look like they are going to reinforce, but I don't think it's going to quite be enough for them. They've got an extra 30,000. Okay, never mind. Maybe they will be able to. Oh yes, in fact, they're definitely going to be able to keep on top of things. An extra 60,000 men, that is a little bit too much for us to deal with. Alright, so when do you arrive? On the 5th of December, so we'll give it a couple of days of fighting. Oh, wait a second. 13th. You know what? We'll fight as long as we can. We should do more damage than them. And now things are fairly equal before we start shattering. Let's go ahead and... yeah, there we go. We've lost enough men. Let's back on up. We will retreat to... where do we want to go? I suppose we'll go ahead and retreat back towards our mercenary friends, just so if they do track us down, we will be able to fight them with greater number yet again, even after losing all those reinforcements. Alright, we have apparently, what is this? The Siege of Kaf is over. Fantastic. Alright, that's what we're after. Let's go and... let's see, you'll probably be a month. Let's just go ahead and take this... take the province, and we'll get back to that. Apparently we have some unpopular mathematicians. Oh dear, so what's this? Prestige for innovativeness or prestige and legitimacy? Okay, well, honestly, I think we're going to get our legitimacy, our prestige back fairly easily, and we're getting close to that wonderful 100 innovativeness. Sure, we'll let him talk. We'll regain enough prestige from this war in total, so I'm not too concerned. Alright, looks like British treasure fleet has arrived. Oh, that means we should be able to check. Whereabouts are we? Yeah, there we go. That final upgrade for Versailles. Let's go ahead and do that. And we'll give that a quick little boost to start. Alright, there we go. That will be fun. Let's also go ahead and bring these 30,000 men. We probably need another leader. Let's see. One leader to... where is our third general? Let's go ahead and see. Oh, you're all the way over there. Alright. Oh, wait, no, that's Elizabeth Tudor. That's right, she is... I did not realize. We did grant her a generalship in a few episodes ago. We weren't really planning on using her, but apparently we may have inadvertently decided on doing such things. Alright, you know what? Let's go with no leader on the mercenaries for now. Let's get you guys into the fray. Let's go with the 5 maneuver. We're going to get you in our front lines as fast as we possibly can. That'll certainly help us out and slow them down a bit as well. Let's see, national unrest for church power. That seems fine. We can handle that. A little bit of unrest is perfectly fine. In fact, if we have a check, our government, no? Whereabouts is it? I believe it's... oh, wait a second. No, it's over in stability and expansion. There we go. So, actively, as of this moment, we have minus 3.9 unrest in general. So that's not too bad. And that's before you start taking into consideration the tolerance, I believe. Or at least I believe that is the case. So either way, we'll happily let that be. These guys are all reinforcing. Let's make sure we go ahead and take down... we'll occupy the remnants of these. I don't mind if they race around here for a little bit. If we can finish up here, it means they can't get any more troops rallied behind our back. No mercenaries and the sort, and that'll also give us time for our front line to dive on in. Alright, what is going on here? Looks like there is a war going on. Let's see what's going with Frankfurt first. Looks like they are at war with Brandenburg. Huh. Alright then, you know what? Fine. We'll go ahead and we'll allow you all to have your military access if you so desire. I do believe it does help us with the relations with them, so we'll go ahead and let that happen. The rest of our men, we can start advancing forwards, I think. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, there we go. And we'll bring you up there. That will be good. Still no sign of their entire military moving all the way through. Looks like they're focusing on that fort. Oh, that's a fair enough plan. Probably don't want to have lost your capital. Let's go ahead and break down these. Let's go. One stays and the other two can move. and we will see what we can get our hands on. Alright. So at least now that this secondary war of theirs is over, they're not going to have military access, so that should mean that we're able to consolidate them on one side and us on another. So it will be a little bit easier to navigate the hostilities. Alright, what have we got here? A battle is over. That is fine. That is against natives. Occupations, and then, oh dear, what's this? Apparently bad weather. Oh yay. So we're losing base tax, manpower, development. Oh my goodness. And same for Dithmarsh. Huh. Alright, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and see. Whereabouts is that? That is in this area, is it not? No? Alright, well then I guess we don't really have to... Oh, no, there is some devastation there. Let's go ahead and... We're going to spend a little bit of power and help reduce some of that devastation there. That should be fine. Yeah, alright, so that's what we'll do. That should keep us afloat for a while. Looks like apparently we have some very high naval attrition down here. Oh, yes. We don't have... You know what, let's just tell you to go to port during war. You should be able to go down here. That should be fine. Or either that or work our way over here. It looks like Castile is trying to re-siege some of our African holdings. Yeah, we're going to see how that goes. We'll keep a weather eye on them just in case. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. These two fellows, let's bring them... Let's make sure that we unify them. And then let's bring them all the way across here. Yeah, we're just going to move fairly slowly but steadily and just make sure that everything that comes within our sight is occupied. And that should be sufficient. Or at least it should be for now. Right, whereabouts are you guys heading? You guys are heading there. Let's go. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring everybody up over there. That should be fine. Let's see. More things going on. Nothing too terrible. Let's go ahead and Church Power. More money? Sure. And let's go ahead and build up some more buildings again. We did buy a bunch of courthouses, but I think we still have plenty to go in that regard. We can build those in all of these places that have no room. That is one fantastic change that they made from a while ago, is the fact that these things no longer cost you a building slot, which is quite nice. Either way, we'll spend all of that on those. That should give us a good amount of extra governing capacity in the future as all those finish up. And I think, now that we've got that done, let's bring everybody forwards and occupying whoever we can. So let's bring you guys up. There we go, 32,000. Let's go up here. Let's go there. There we go. So, yeah. If they come and attack us, we should be able to cluster into an overwhelming army. And that will also give us a very solid front line to retake the war goal. Oh, and we have a monument in Paris. Fantastic. Extra stability cost modifier goes down for a few years. Not that we've really had to worry about stability in this game. Being of the Anglican faith, we have made some very, very nice, what do we call them? There's some very nice benefits. Alright, so either way, we'll keep them all marching on forwards. It does look like they're getting ready to fight us once again. If we can take out their knowledge of where we're coming and going, that would be ideal. Let's make sure that... let's see. Take Benghazi. Thank you kindly. Now we're going to go ahead and move forwards. I think we'll bring both of them here. We'll regroup as we go because I'm fairly sure they're going to just try and doomstack us. So... it is what it is. Alright, siege of something is over. Right, they took that back. Castilians did hold out for a while there, which was rather nice, but unfortunately it was not enough. Let's bring you all up over there too. Yeah, there we go. And then we're going to have to start working on that fort. But again, we want to get this war score, so we are not taking any... we're not giving them the possibility to peace out. Okay, so we have 5% war score, which is ideal. Argeron, we can we peace you out? Honestly, I don't really care about you that much. But we can just peace you out if we so desire. Sure, let's send that demand. Let's get them out of this war. I don't particularly care about getting rid of all of their... taking all of their money and whatever else. I think I would prefer to be able to just have one less problem to deal with. That is kicking up our war score as well, which is very nice to see. Let's go. Let's bring everybody together. That should be fine. And all of these fellows. Let's make sure that we bring them in as one big... Oh, wait a second, what are you doing? No? Alright, fine. You can do as you see fit. Those five transports can stay there. Not that I think that it is necessary. Some truces are expiring with some of the American natives, which I do not really mind. We can go ahead and invest in a new idea 2 years ahead of time. I think we're going to elect to ignore that for now. Yeah, better infantry, better tactics, better supply limit, and a new fort is kind of a big deal. So I think we're going to go ahead and wait for that. So let's dismiss this. Let's also go ahead and... Oh, we can get rid of the noble integration policy. Sure, let's go ahead and revoke that. Make sure that our cap is nice and high for our absolutism. And I think that that's pretty much what we're going to do for now. Let's go ahead and... I believe Henry? Yeah, he's got some siege. What about the other fellow? Jacob? Nope, you have no siege ability. Okay, so we'll send those 30,000 of our regular troops over there. We'll pull the mercenaries back for a second if we so desire. Oh, hang on a second. No? Yeah, there we go. No one's here. Let's bring you back just a fraction. And we should be in a fairly reasonable position to fight them no matter what they do. Unfortunately, they are trying to stack up there, but I think we should be able to outnumber them. Yeah, you can see that hesitation already happening. That is really bad on their end. Let's go ahead and... You know what, we need to use up some of this power yet again. Let's go. Let's just keep on developing. We'll do what we must. Let's spend... Let's see, totals... Do a couple there, do a couple here. There we are. Alright, that will do for now. And all that we have to do is essentially sit back and wait. We're already at 10% war score. We will need to take this because we do need to take this Delta area as a mission afterwards. We also need to make sure that we take the Cyprus fort, as Cyprus is our war goal. Well, it's not our primary war goal, but it is one that we have claims on and we do need to take. So it does look like we found a nice little stalemate against them. They don't seem to want to move on forwards, which is perfectly fine by me. British treasure fleets are arriving. Oh, and black news. Okay, it looks like our wonderful Empress Elizabeth Tudor has passed. We now have Adolphus I of the Tudor, and we have an heir, a 105. Oh my goodness, that is... Our marriage is better than our child, unfortunately. Let's, we're gonna have to do something about that. So, first of all, let's check out our fellow. He is cruel, which is not ideal. He's also a little bit old. In fact, I don't expect him to die straight away, but I think we need someone better than that. A 105 is horrendous. We're gonna go ahead and very unceremoniously disinherit him, And we're going to use our church power to get a better child, because we cannot manage that here with ours. Alright, what do we have happening here? It looks like there is going to be a battle. Alright, well then let's go with no leader here. Let's quickly throw one on there. Let's go ahead and reinforce. I dare say that this is going to be a fairly big battle. We may need to even back up off that. But it's going to be interesting. Alright, 2-1 already. That is good in the way of numbers. Fine. Coming back out, we need to have ourselves a very strong front line if we're going to do very well in this, and it looks like you're going to be a little slow. Ooh. Alright, so how are we doing? So, we do have the defensive bonus, which is nice. They get a -1 for straight crossing. And we're rolling fairly well. Our backline isn't quite as solidified as theirs, which is not ideal. But it looks like we have the better numbers. So, what have we got here? We lost 25,000 troops. They lost a grand total of about 35, so... yeah, not quite the ratio you want for your KD ratio to be, but it is what we have. Let's make sure that we grab ourselves... let's see, who has the cannons? 13,000. We're going to go ahead and throw our siege general on him and bring him over. See if we can gain some better benefits there. Everybody else... oh, wait a second, I didn't mean to tell everybody to go. That's not ideal. Yeah, you there. We're going to let you move. Everybody else can stay. We're going to send our... these guys over there to reinforce. Okay, that should be fine. We're not going to lose too much progress in the grand scheme of things. They're not going to get very far. Let's just quickly check out that siege view. We do have... yeah, we have some nice bonuses from having artillery. In fact, I think we may just go ahead and pick up... let's see, how much do we need? July and 34, so later this year we'll have it. Sure, we're going to go ahead and order a barrage as early as we can, just so we don't have to deal with this fight for more than we need. Alright, 45. Let's go ahead and do that. That'll be fine. How does that affect our chances? Moves us up a fair decent amount. Looks like the Mamluks are down to 65,000 men with no manpower. This is very, very good. I guess that battle there was out of sheer desperation, hoping to get us out of the way so they could recoup a little bit of their men and from their reserves. Alright, let's see. Yearly prestige or church power? Let's go church power. We need to have ourselves a... we need ourselves an heir, so let's go ahead and see what we can do. Now, chance of a new heir by 100% for 15 years. Marries a new consort. Ooh. Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like that's a little bit important. Wait a second. Doesn't have a consort. Okay, so what will we need? The consort will be divorced. All marriages, royal marriages will not end. Monarch power. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is we're going to wait till we get to 200. We're then going to divorce this lady and then remarry a new one all at the same time, because we don't really want to be spending time without a legitimate heir. Alright, so what have we got here? Lose stability? Oh man, why do we have to have scandals already? Or gain corruption and lose money. You know what? Corruption and money, that'll be fine. Do we lose an advisor through doing that? The answer is no. Also too, we should really hire a better disciplined guy than this. Let's go ahead and fire... go ahead and fire these fellows. We do kind of need to make sure that we're getting as much military power as possible. Although, hang on a second, we are almost at the end of things. It's only for a year or two, we'll be fine. Alright, so either way, we're going to go ahead and stay where we are. Looks like they're trying to get ready for one last push. 35,000 men is not going to make a huge matter of difference. We already outnumber them fairly solidly. Let's go... let's see. 90,000 men. Okay, so they have mercenaries. We need to... We just really need to go ahead and get that fort. That is what we really need. Alright, seat in Parliament, sure, you can have it. I really do not care. You can do your own thing. We just need to take this fort before their extra mercenaries can cause us more problems. Alright, oh dear, Holy Roman Empire, I forgot to check that. Alright, so at the moment we have two electors voting for us. This is fantastic. Had I have been smart, we may have even been able to get ourselves ahead of this curve. And that could have been us. But the question is, we have 2. Austria has 2. Let's see. Mainz also has 2. And Bohemia has itself. Okay, so what we need is either Bohemia or Verdun. Ooh, you know what? I feel like we could switch them. They have the... Actually, never mind. Augsburg? Or Trier? Yes. Okay, so... Let's go ahead and see. We have a free diplomat. Let's go ahead and... No, we should really figure out whereabouts are these guys. Trier, you are... Right about... whereabouts are you? Here. Okay, so that's not a terrible elector. 5 provinces. And then, who's this other fellow? Augsburg. You are... Whereabouts are you located? Down here, and you're a little bit further away. Still fairly close, though. Let's go... Can't have an alliance because we're at war, and your opinion is bad. I don't think we could swing it. Sure, let's go ahead and we're going to go with improved relations. We're going to go ahead and pick that up, and I reckon we stand a chance of becoming the Emperor. In fact, if we can become nice and strong, there is practically no other choice but us. In fact, fun fact, I've never actually played a game in the HRE. I have destroyed the HRE in previous games, but I've never actually been one to get elected or come into as a subject of them. So that will be a rather fun thing for me to try out if we do get that. Alright, but in the meantime, we do need to worry about the Mamluks increasing their military situation right up against us. That is not good. Truce has expired with the Federation. Sure, I really do not mind. Let's go... Can we pick up that tech? We can, but we're already in September. We should really just wait. Because I am very much tempted to do so. You know what? Actually, before we find out, let's see. You are Tech 17. Okay. So we do have a tech advantage over you. I think picking up this ID is not the end of the world. That will also give us our military policy and save us some manpower. Or mind you, the manpower is not an issue. No, fine. We're going to stay with where we are for a couple of months, but at the beginning of that new year, we're definitely going to go ahead and see what we can do. Come on, 49%. No. My goodness. They just really do not want to lose Cairo, do they? And let's see. How are we doing? 71%. There we have it. That is what we needed. Okay, this is fantastic. Let's bring... first of all, we're going to start force marching you. We're going to head right down there. You, my friend, let's throw a... let's see, tech-wise. Cost us 500. We'll have December and then we should be able to get ourselves some more military power in time. So we're going to go ahead and hire a general. Yes, recruit a general. A 3232 is respectable. Let's go ahead and throw him on there. And we're going to go ahead and say adios to you guys. You're stuck behind a fort that you can do nothing about. You know what? We're going to give these guys a... Nope. They're going to try and escape. Everybody, take him down. Take him down now. We are not playing games. Those 20,000 men, they are cooked. Alright. There is a very decisive battle there. In fact, they barely escaped without a complete annihilation. Let's go... You know what? We're going to turn around and do the exact same thing. We're going to take out their... We're going to take out what they have. Let's go ahead and make sure our mercenaries are nice and strong. Let's make sure that all of our other armies are fully reinforced. We're also making sure not to... Yeah, to force march. That would be a mistake. Church Power, still working on it. Let's go ahead and run over there. Okay, here we go. Ooh, we are down a little bit on morale. Right, I did not think about that. Oh, I got so overeager. Why do I do this to myself again and again? Alright, you know what? We're going to hold out for as long as it takes. If we lose the battle, we lose the battle. That's almost to be expected. But if we can hurt their manpower and make sure that they have less of an army, we can do a quick turnaround once we recoup. Alright, so we did lose far more men than they did, but that is honestly fine by me. Let's go ahead and... 4 moves. Can we sue for peace? Yes, we can. Alright. Probably should have done that a minute ago. That would have been helpful. Ooh, well. Alright, let's go ahead and grab all that tech now that we can. That is fantastic. We'll get rid of those. Let's also go ahead and, since we've already been forced to retreat... is that all of them? Yeah, all of them are retreating, so we can go ahead and... Ooh, if we change movement type, will we get stuck here? Yeah, you know what? We're going to give them a day or two, and yeah, we severely outnumber them, so now we're going to go ahead and give it a try. Let's go ahead and see, what are our stats like? So, shock is still slightly better than our fire value, but it's all 6 of one, half a dozen the other. Let's go for maximum... What do we want? Offensive. I feel like offensive is probably the way we want to go. So let's go with a Gustavian infantry. That seems good enough. Although we could potentially go for a slightly more morale-based. Huh. You know what? We've actually got pretty good morale. You know what? Let's go ahead and we'll... Oh wait, no, we'd be losing fire pips. Never mind. Gustavian is the way we're going to go. Alright, so let's see. We're still retreating. It looks like they got back their capital, which is kind of irritating, but it's going to be what it's going to be. Yeah, they've taken back the war goal. Good grief, there's been many swings forwards and backwards. But it seems to be what's going on. In fact, how far are we retreating? Okay, we're only retreating to there. We can do a quick turnaround. Only takes us an extra couple of months. Everybody, do a U-turn, please and thank you. Let's go ahead and... Let's head over to Benghazi. We'll go over there with all of those. The other two... Second, let's just select... let's see. Mercenary men, let's go... I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to get rid of these guys, and we're going to tell what is his name? Oliver Beresford on the Army to Flanders. Let's select these guys, and we're going to go ahead and attach to Army to Flanders. There we go. We're going to bring you there. The other two, we can go ahead and bring you here. That should be fine. There we go. Okay, and what is this? Oh, a peace offer from the Mamluks. Let's see what they want. They want a white peace. Yeah, no, absolutely not. Decline. We do not care for such things. We want land, and we want a lot of it. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. In fact, you know what? We may need to, unfortunately, do this in the next one. It's been a little bit longer than I wanted to be at war with these guys, but we've made a few slightly foolish mistakes. If we had have just waited a month before we jumped back on them, I was concerned that we're going to get that, but well, sometimes you can only do what you can do. Let's bring Army of Scotland. Let's bring you there. These guys. Hang on a second. I thought we had attached. We had. Okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead and bring them forwards. We're going to be severely outnumbering them. I think we should be able to handle this fairly easily. Disputed successions for a fair few places, but that's a non-issue, I dare say. Yeah, natives aren't a problem either. Let's go. Let's go and slowly work our way around. Yeah, there's very little that they can do. They have 84,000 men, but they have no manpower. We have more than that, and some of that's in mercenaries as well. So I think this should be perfectly fine. Let's just reoccupy what we can, and I think we'll come back and finish this tomorrow. So if you do want to see that episode, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.